Hello, guys. Welcome back to the podcast. Today, I'm joined by a very good guest. He's a special guest of mine, because he's a very good friend of mine. He's like really into fitness, business, just like I am. He's a very he's almost like a mirror personality to me. So,
Oh yeah. Hey guys, my name's Abbas Nakvi. I'm ready to do this podcast and talk about some topics like fitness, nutrition, all this stuff. And let's just get it started. So Karav, in the gym, what was the most dumbest thing you've done?
what was the most dumb? I don't think I've done many dumb things. I think I've done very like unknowledgeable things,
Mm.
like doing cardio for like months and months. That's pretty bad.
I'll tell you about the dumbest thing I've done in the gym. So when I started off in the gym, I always used to like deadlift with the worst form, by the way. For one whole year, I deadlifted as much weight as I could every like 3 days, every 2 days, and my back, I actually like nearly broke it. Like
Damn.
I would sit down and I would like be in so much pain, and then I started doing like mobility and like training the muscles around the spine, and it disappeared over time. And I stopped doing deadlifts, and I do them once a week now.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
So, Abbas, what's your goal after school?
What do you mean by go?
Goal.
Goal.
Yeah.
After school, I definitely want to make some money by educating people about self improvement and like helping the generations like that are young,
Yeah.
because like I do think that the young generations, especially men, like they need a lot of help in life. You know what I mean?
Abbas, what do you think about give me like a deep analysis of like the young generation? Like what do you think?
I do think I'm part of the young generation, but if we're talking about the next young generation,
No, like I'm just talking about like obviously we're like pretty much outliers,
yeah,
but
I would
then
say that, yeah,
we're not like the others.
yeah, I do think that, yeah.
So like, what do you think about like the degeneracy of
Oh, I
today?
think it's so common. Like, I go to work and there's people talking about, oh yeah, I went to clubs, I went to parties. Bro, you're literally 17, bro.
Yeah.
They're drinking alcohol, getting blacked out drunk. Like,
It's like they do that while we're making a podcast. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
I think it's so ridiculous how people can just waste their whole lives away. But I do think it's very common in the West.
yeah.
It's a very common culture. It's like partying, like sleeping around, like it's very common because like there's no like religion or like any morals that people actually follow in this society. Like
Yeah.
that's what I think.
Like I feel like it's almost like I don't have hope, but I think I do have hope. Like for example, like we used to be like the weird, not as weird as them, but like we used to be the weird kids. We used to be like,
Yeah, I do agree with that.
you know what I'm talking about. Like yeah, we just started like getting better.
Hmm.
I think other people could get better like us.
Yeah. I do think that like this on the online websites, like there's so much freedom you can do on them. Like I think it's honestly a bit concerning.
Yeah.
Like people could spend hours like just doing whatever they want, and like people have manipulated other people with these websites. Like I don't want to get into them, but like you know what
Yeah.
I mean. Yeah.
Hub.
Yeah, the
Let's just
hub.
say hub.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think those things are like really bad.
Mhm.
I think it's like what's made our society like the worst.
Mhm.
You know what's crazy? I was like, I saw this video and it was about like ChatGPT and they're like, if you were the devil, how would you like ruin the generation? And the ChatGPT said, I would like give them instant gratification.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
think he's like, oh, I would like stop them. It was like a lot of stuff that's like being talked about.
Yeah. I saw that video too,
Yeah.
and I got goosebumps from it because it's so common. Like you see this everywhere. Like you see like all the symptoms that
But like,
ChatGPT said.
here's the thing. I was like, oh, what a joke, right? Like ChatGPT knows about anything about like instant gratification. I did the exact same question. It came up with the exact same. Bro, think about it. A robot knows how to destroy our generation.
Mhm.
Like, it's obviously a thing that's happening today, and it's on purpose. And it's so these like big companies can make all their money.
Yeah, a
I
hundred
think it's
percent.
so bad, man.
Like the junk food combination combined with like pharmaceutical, like you eat all this junk food, they just pump out junk food, and then they just send in a bunch of like drugs. Like that's how they make money, you know. Like
Yeah.
the companies take all this money from other people by ruining them.
Yeah.
It's a very prevalent business.
See, it's almost like we're like doing the exact opposite. You know, we're trying to like fight the uphill battle against
Yeah.
these companies, these weirdos. Like, for example, you know, I really like a certain artist, and his name is Kanye West. And look, I think he's joined them. He like
Well,
his
he-
recent tweets. Have you seen them?
Nah.
So like basically, he's just been like saying some really bad stuff. And you know, like in 2021, he used to be
Really,
like,
what was he saying? What was he saying?
It's something that we cannot say.
Okay. Let's not solve
We
it.
cannot say these things. Obviously, I don't support these messages. They're absolutely insane, and I think like it's what's going on. In like it's like a really good, almost like analogy of what's going on. What happened to Kanye West is what's happening to our society. You know, let's talk about like our personal lives.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? Like what do you enjoy doing?
What do I enjoy doing? I enjoy going gym, eating right, spending time reading and stuff.
Yeah,
I enjoy those things. Yeah.
nice. You know, I enjoy spending quality time with the boys. You know.
Yeah. You know what? That is true.
And you know, I think that's something that we don't do enough. Like the last time we went out was in term 4, year 11.
Oh yeah, that is. Yeah, we were playing laser tag, right?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't even know when. When was your birthday?
June 25th.
So that was the last time we went
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
June. And
It was-
it's January the next year.
Wait, nah.
Think about
I
it.
do think that we need to hang out more.
I think like hanging out with the boys, it helps my mental health. Me personally. And I think we need to do it more.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because
Because we're like social humans, you know.
yeah, of course.
Like we're social beings. Like we need to be around multiple people,
Yeah.
share our opinions, and get checkups. You know,
Yeah.
it's part of like our biology as a human.
Sure. Is there like anything that you would say is like, is there anything out of the ordinary this week that you did? You know?
Not. I just did the normal stuff. You know, like go gym, work out, do martial arts and stuff.
You know, I've been focusing more on my diet.
Mm-hmm.
The part like, bro, we just had a very good breakfast.
Yeah, it was such a
Eggs and
healthy
bread,
breakfast.
you know,
Eggs, spinach, tomato.
We'll put up a picture right now. You know, it was so good. You know, this is what I love doing. You know, like just getting better, improving. You know, it's like the best part of my day. It's just like improving myself. You know, 1% better every day. I think that's like the motto we should all live by.
I think something I feel amazing about is definitely like just getting better every day, focusing on my diet, like just like those things don't feel amazing,
Yeah.
but over time they compound and then like you get this amazing feeling after. Like you have $1 million in your bank account. But to do that, you needed to like read books,
Yeah.
like work on your business. Like that doesn't feel as good.
Yeah. Guys, something that we both enjoy very much, not enjoy it, but like something that we do a lot is reading. And we don't read like the fictional books. We read like the things that can educate us. So I think we're just going to talk about like the books that we've been reading. So like these are the books that I've been reading. Like tell me what you think about them. So I have The Entrepreneur Revolution. I think this is a really good book. What do you think about it? Have you read it?
I haven't read it, but I know the Way of the Superior Man and that one,
Yeah.
How to Win Friends Over. I think I have that book at home. Yeah.
So let's just like read like a chapter or something, you know?
Okay. This is a very good book. I've heard very good reviews on it.
Yeah.
I was reading this book, but I didn't get to read all of it. So yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll just read a chapter.
Let's just think about, okay, pause. I feel like what this book teaches you is like how to really become like a social butterfly, you know? And I think this has helped me a lot because back in year 9,
Yeah.
I used to be like really like not confident with myself, you know? In class, I wouldn't really talk much, you know? Like when teachers would like say something to me, I wouldn't talk much. Like I think I've become way more social than before, you know? So this book has helped me a lot. Have you read this one?
No. I've heard of very good reviews. I haven't read this one yet.
Yeah, so like this one, The Way of the Superior Man, it's almost like people call it like a young man's Bible, You know,
Really, really.
so it's almost like a guide of how to live your life as a great man. You know.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, and like the entrepreneur revolution, obviously I've been getting more into like business.
Mm-hmm.
So this has taught me about like micro businesses and like launching your business, you know?
Mm.
Okay, so what have you read so far?
I've read I've read 3 books in the past like 3 months, so
Yep,
2 months. I've read $100 Million Offers by Alex Mosey.
yep,
I've read How to Win Friends and Influence People
yep.
and Surrounded by Idiots. And the one that resonated with me the most is definitely Surrounded by Idiots. They said that there's 4 different types of people and their personality traits. And for me, like categorizing 4 people into these personality traits made socializing with people a lot more easy.
Yeah, I think so. Abbas has told me about this. So basic, like, remind me. I think the red personality was like someone who's really competitive. Actually, you know, you talk about it because I don't really know much about it.
So the red personality is somebody who's super competitive and like driven for their goals.
Yeah.
Blue personality
So
is
like I would say like we're both like red and like
yeah,
a bit of some other personalities.
yeah, yeah. We're both definitely red, like super competitive.
Yeah.
Like I remember when I was playing.
Like actually, just yesterday we were like in school and
Yeah.
we're having an argument about like who's better at like business. You know,
Yeah.
I feel like it's just natural to us.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
It's like this is what we do.
Yeah, and I remember in school, everybody says, "Why are you so competitive?" And I'm like, I
Yeah.
don't know. Like in basketball, like people would be like, "Why are you so?" I didn't even play it.
Yeah. So it's like in yesterday, like in business, everyone was like, "What are you guys yapping about?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
stop arguing." And I was
Yeah.
like, "Bro, this is what we do, man.
Yeah.
We compete with each other."
It's like we're just telling each other to get better. And like it's like we sound like we're hating, but we just love
Yeah.
each other. It's actually
Yeah.
I love it. I love
Yeah.
it.
Okay, let's go back. So it's the red personality, which is like the really competitive one.
Yellow is super ecstatic, super friendly. Green,
Yeah, we definitely have some yellow friends, man.
yeah. Who do you think would be yellow?
I don't know.
Probably like Ethan McSweeney.
Yeah, maybe like Michael Samuelo. You know,
Mhm,
they're all very like yellow people.
Blue is like super like introverted. Like basically yellow is like extroverted, super friendly, super
Yeah.
kind, always seeks happiness from other people. And blue is like the exact opposite.
Yeah.
Like so super introverted, deep thinker, artist, all this.
I would think I'm very blue as well.
Yeah, I think I'm a mix of blue and red. I mean
Yeah.
blue, red, and yellow.
The same.
And green is like you just your normal 9 to 5er, just your average guy who's just calm.
Yeah,
He's just a chill guy. You know what I mean?
So we like to call these people Jeffries.
Yeah, yeah. Jeff.
But I would definitely say that I'm like a red and definitely some blue.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I can't lie to you. Like obviously like I've started to become more of like a red person, but I was definitely so introverted that like it's obviously still like a part of my personality.
Mm-hmm.
Like I find it hard to like talk to new people and stuff, you know. So this is like getting me out of my comfort zone.
Mm.
Yeah. What do you think?
I think deep down like I'm definitely blue. Like I like keeping to myself,
For sure.
but like you can't like just do that because it's not good for like your future life. You know what I mean? Like how you gonna get a family, how you gonna get a business. So you gotta learn the skills of yellow, like
I
to
feel
be
like-
extroverted. You
I
know?
feel like blue is like the default, and then you can either branch into yellow, green, or red.
Nah, you're just born with it. You know, your
Yeah, that's what
family
I'm
and
saying.
stuff.
The blue's the default, you know.
Yeah, blue. I think green is the default.
Huh.
So normal is just calm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely a blue default. You
Mhm.
know, like when I was, you know, back in India. So I only came here when I was 8.
Mm-hmm.
I would just like really keep to myself. I had like very few. I had like a close knit friend group. You know,
Yeah.
5, 6 people. And you know, I came here. Like I started to become more green,
Mm-hmm.
and I, you know, I just started like talking more, socializing more. I was definitely not a very social person back then, but you know, started to become like more red.
Mm-hmm. Like driven for goals. You know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's like so. Abbas told me about it. You know, I'm gonna start reading that one.
Yeah, it's a very good book. My sister actually got it from me
Yeah.
from Pakistan.
Nice.
And you find that like a lot of like driven people in life, they're red, like CEOs, like all these people,
Yeah.
and you find like Jeff Bezos, the most successful people, they're all obsessing about their goals.
Who was this author? Who was this by? Made by?
Oh, I forgot the author name. I don't remember it.
Good.
And Do you want me to talk about the other books?
Yeah,
Alex
sure,
Hormozy. Yeah, Alex Hormozy, $100 million offers. Yeah, it's just a book about business, getting the right offers and stuff. Yeah,
Nice.
and yeah, yeah.
Nice. What was the other one?
The other one,
Oh, the how to influence.
Yeah, yeah.
What was your main takeaway?
it's like definitely like when you're with like socializing with people, you want to find the right approach.
Yeah.
And like I learned like the best way to criticize someone is not by criticizing them, but it's to be like
Yeah.
it's like to be more like nonchalant about it. You know, you can't
Because
just
that one resonated with me a lot.
yeah.
So it talks about this criminal, Two Gun Crowley or something,
Mhm.
and like he's getting like criticized about his like him being a criminal, but he truly believes in his heart that he's not a criminal.
Mm.
It's because when you directly criticize someone, they're gonna like start getting defensive.
Mm-mm. Yeah,
actually-
defensive.
I love that.
Hmm.
I actually like because I used to just criticize people. You know, I criticize people a lot
Yeah, yeah.
because I not from like a place of like hate, but like I want them to change and do better. You know, so I do criticize people a lot, and I think that's what was doing me really bad. Because when I criticize people, people don't like me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because and another book I read was How to Discipline Is Destiny by Ryan Holiday.
Nice.
I think it's like I read it and it was like just about a bunch of people and like lessons.
Yeah.
And one that really struck me was Lou Gehrig, who was a baseball player, and he played till his whole like arm was broken, his like fingers were broken. He still played because he had like this double jointed elbow or something.
Wow.
But he was like his dedication for baseball was absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
So he was a baseball player, one of the most famous people. He played in like 1925, and he had so much obsession for baseball. Like he became the best of the best, and
Yeah.
I think that that's a very important factor in life to just be obsessed about the work you're doing.
You know who that reminds me of?
Who?
So we're just talking to my dad,
Yeah.
and it's like almost like the exact same for him. You know, he went through like so many injuries,
Yeah, yeah.
like back injuries and all of that stuff. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I think he's a really dedicated person when it comes to gym and everything else. You know.
Yeah, yeah. You find like the most successful people are always going to be dedicated.
Yeah, of course.
Like the UFC fighters. If you look, for example, the best of the best, it's like people who are like dedicated, truly dedicated.
Yeah.
They don't have to be Muslim. Like they're like Khabib, Islam Makhachev,
Yeah.
John Jones. Like they're all like super obsessive about sport.
Yeah.
And you find the people who are not that good are the people who celebrate, who don't take training seriously.
Yeah, that is very true.
Mm-hmm.
You're also very like into arm wrestling.
Oh yeah, arm wrestling. Oh, bro. I used to love it back.
So
in the day.
who's beat you before in school?
Oh, bro. I used to be like such this ego guy. Like
Yeah.
I used to always arm wrestle people. Like even when I was starting off in the gym,
Yeah.
and like people like Shaquille, Bray, like these guys used to beat me, and I'm like I used to train it. Like I watched like these guys, professional guys like Devin Larratt, like Devin, and like I found out Devin Larratt's advice was the best.
So
'cause-
after who's beat you after?
pardon.
Basically no one.
Nobody, nobody has beat me in arm wrestling
That's insane.
ever since I've been
So
training.
there's like 1,000 people in the school. Nobody can beat this guy. 'cause
No,
he's
but
trained.
nobody in the whole school can beat me, bro.
Exactly.
I'm unmatched.
That's like the real like. You might be good at nutrition, but arm wrestling is different.
Yeah, nah. I don't know why, but it's actually like if you don't train it, like you're not strong at it.
Yeah.
Nobody in the school trains it.
So like obviously like all these people who like arm wrestle me and they don't even train it. It doesn't really make sense.
Pardon?
It doesn't make sense for them like because obviously no one's really training it that
Yeah,
much.
yeah. Because it's more of like it's like the art of getting super tight and like
Yeah.
like you could get some big ass bodybuilder
Yeah.
who has a lot of muscle, but he won't be able to arm wrestle good because of the neuron connections in his arms and like connected to your brain.
Yeah.
So he can't put in a bunch of power in it. But an arm wrestler has trained that. So he has like very strong tendons and ligaments in the arm that are designed for like pulling and ripping apart.
Yeah.
That's why arm wrestlers are built different.
You know, I think me personally, I've had like a very weird connection with sport.
Mm-hmm.
Because before like year 8, I never used to play any sport. The only sport I really kind of played was back in maybe India, but that was when I was like 6, 7 years old,
Mhm.
you know? Like, the first sport that I really liked, so fun fact, I actually used to hate basketball.
Really, really.
So, when in year 8 I started playing, I couldn't pass. When I would pass, it would go from me where I'm sitting to you. I was
Wow,
really
really?
weak. I had no coordination, and like, people think I'm like not that good at basketball right now, but
We used to be even worse, right?
me before, oh my god, like I'm worse than some of the people that are like, you know, I was like really bad, and then that's actually what drove me to get better,
Mm-hmm.
because I was like, wow, I'm like terrible at the sport. I need to get better.
Mm-hmm. So you
Like,
became the best, right? Grab major.
I wouldn't say the best. I wouldn't say the best.
I don't know.
Like,
I think that like improving yourself in a sport is definitely like a lesson like that is very important in life.
yeah, I feel like the biggest aspect of sport is a team aspect.
Yeah.
It teaches you like brotherhood.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like if you're like a ball hog, like that doesn't teach you much. Like
Um, we know someone who's a ball hog.
yeah, who, bro?
We can't say their name,
Yeah, no.
but like nobody really likes that guy
Yeah,
because he just the real like honestly the way you play
yeah.
is almost like adjacent to how you are in real life.
That is true. That's what Mike Tyson said on a podcast.
Yeah,
He said the way you box is the way you act in real life.
yeah. Like for me, like I just pass it, bro.
Yeah. And
So I
and
mean,
and whenever you can shoot, you always take that shot.
but I'm like really scared to like dribble.
Mm.
So I guess what that says about me is like I'm scared to take like the next step,
Mm.
And for those people who don't pass, it's almost like they just keep to themselves, They don't really like.
And they're also a bit egotistical.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I think that's a really good analogy. I only just came up with it. I didn't really watch the Mike Tyson podcast.
Yeah. It is very true.
But it makes sense. Like the way you play basketball is the way you're gonna do everything
you know
else, right?
you know that guy. You know
Yeah, that guy.
Moon.
Oh, I wasn't even talking about that guy.
Bro, you know Moon, but like the way he plays basketball is literally exactly the way he is in real life.
Yeah,
It's almost shocking, you know.
yeah,
Yeah, I think what you said is very true. Yeah.
yeah. So like it's almost like it tells you a lot about a person, I think sports, it's so like good to like create brotherhoods and like literally all my friends now have come from basketball, maybe except for you. Like all of my friends.
Yes. Yeah. I definitely like sports is like a community thing, you know.
Yeah, of
Like
course.
you learn from each other, and then after sports, like you can like stay together. Like
Yeah.
definitely, if I have kids in my future life, in like the future, I'm definitely gonna put them in like sports like wrestling, basketball, like all this.
So let's talk gym. Okay, so what would you say to like maybe like a beginner who's like kind of scared to go to a gym? And that's like for most of people.
Yeah.
What would you say like could help them?
What could help a beginner would definitely be
So
going.
like for example, you helped a beginner before.
Yeah. I've helped a lot of people in the gym before. Like,
Let's just call him Jeffrey. So basically, Abbas basically coached this guy, and he got like how much did he get?
he went from benching 30 kilos to 80 kilos.
Yeah, so like you can see like Abbas can coach people.
Yeah.
Um,
In a matter of months, by the way.
Okay, sorry. Like what in like 3 months, 40 kg jump.
No, in 3 months, he made a 20, 30 kilo bump.
Yeah, but I think what was bad about that guy was he would just max out every day.
Yeah. It was like the guy used to max out like every day, and
He was like he got like he used to be a nice person before the gym, but he got like really egotistical.
yeah, he got very, very egotistical. Like, I would train with him, and he would whisper in my ear like, "That guy is so weak. I lift more than him."
Yeah, he was a very like it wasn't even competitive.
It's competitive, but it comes from insecurity.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It was more like spite.
Yeah. It was like hate, you know, like.
Like so, there's this one guy in year 11 now
Yeah.
at our school, and so he used to really hate that guy because his body was just better. Like
Yeah.
he'd been training for a longer time.
And he was also a lot younger.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, he definitely hated him. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, he's small arrow, he's small arrow.
Yeah.
you know who we're talking
I
about.
know.
So yeah, I think that guy was like, what do you think about that guy?
I think like if you do things because of your ego, like it's not gonna take you far. It's gonna take you somewhere, but it's not going to take you far because ego puts down other people.
Yeah.
And when you put down other people, you're not going to grow in life. you know?
Look, I mean, even from a personal point, you shouldn't hang out with these people because, like, you make up. What was it again? You're made up of like the 5 people you hang out with the most.
100%. Yeah.
You used to hang out with the guy a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
I saw immediate change in your
Bruh.
behavior, and that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, yes. It's a bit of a sad thing. Like I changed a lot from this guy, and I didn't even realize it.
Yeah.
It's my biggest. It's a very important lesson I learned. Like, don't hang around with people that are not like they're not for you. They're
Yeah.
just there to use you. You know.
Exactly. Like for example, I think when I hang out with you, it's like we just naturally start talking about the things that
Like good things.
make
you
us
know?
good.
Yeah.
Exactly. But when you used to hang out with that guy, you just
Bruh.
used to talk about like you just naturally used to talk about the thing that made you bad.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, he was a very negative guy. I think, yeah.
100%. I'm really glad that I left him. He was not a good person.
Yeah. I think that's a very good way to end the video.
Yeah, yeah.
What's your last thoughts?
My last thoughts on this. I don't know. I feel like that was a good podcast. You know.
Yeah, I think that's very good. You know, I enjoyed that time.
I like talking about the books and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I think there might be a new podcast coming soon.
Yeah. Well, yeah, there is. All right.
So just stay tuned.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, maybe we'll do the announcement on Instagram. You know, this is gonna be a pretty big project for us both.
Yeah, this is gonna be the next like future project. We're gonna get a lot of guests in here. And
Yeah.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Yeah, this is like almost our first like business venture. You know.
It's a micro business.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.